Imagine a world where trust isn't just a hopeful idea, but something we can actually see and rely on every day. A world where honesty and transparency are woven into the very fabric of how we live and do business. Now, this might sound like something straight out of a Disney movie, but it's a reality that blockchain technology can actually help create. So by now you've probably already heard of the blockchain, and maybe you even associate it with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But blockchain is so much more than digital money. At its core, it's a secure, decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across multiple computers in a way that's transparent and tamper-proof. This innovative technology has the potential to transform our lives, making everything not just better, but more honest and secure for everyone. So if you're curious about how blockchain could reshape everything, from what's on your plate to how we vote, stick around because what we talk about today might surprise you. So let's address something extremely fundamental, the food we eat. Data shows that 60 to 73% of the food consumed here in the United States today is ultra-processed. So ultra-processed sounds really bad, but what exactly does that mean? Well, ultra-processed food is heavily altered in factories. It's food that may start with natural ingredients, but are then transformed into something that ultimately doesn't even really resemble the original product. These products are designed to be cheap and taste appealing, often loaded with preservatives and artificial colorings. But behind the convenience and flavor lies a darker reality. Ultra-processed foods are fueling a surge in chronic health issues like obesity, diabetes, and mental health disorders, cutting years off of our lives. The connections are alarming. These foods are linked to cancer, heart disease, dementia, depression, and anxiety, stealing our well-being in exchange for fleeting satisfaction. Now, imagine if with a simple scan, you could trace every ingredient in your meal back to its source. Blockchain can make this possible by storing transparent, immutable records of where our food is grown, what chemicals are used, how it's processed, and even packaged at its origin. This isn't just about knowing what's on your plate, it's about holding food producers accountable. No more hidden ingredients like microplastics and seed oils, and no more cutting corners. With blockchain, consumers would have the power to demand healthier, safer foods. Companies producing food would also be pushed to prioritize quality over profit, because the truth would be out there for everyone to see. Imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're feeding your family food that's truly healthy. But the power of blockchain doesn't stop at our dinner tables. Just as it brings transparency to our food, it can also revolutionize one of the most critical aspects of our society, our voting system. Now let's dive into how this technology can ensure that every vote counts and every voice is heard in the most secure and transparent way possible. So let's talk about our political system. Trust in elections is the cornerstone of democracy, but what happens when that trust is gone? With blockchain, we can rebuild that trust from the ground up. Picture a voting system where every vote is recorded on a blockchain. A system where tampering is impossible, where every vote is counted, and where everyone can verify the results for themselves. This isn't some futuristic dream. This is technology we have available today. Use of the blockchain is a tangible solution that could end voter fraud and bring transparency back to our political process. To make a blockchain voting system work, it's really quite simple. We'd need to create a secure online platform where people can vote, verify voters' identities using digital IDs or biometrics, and record each vote on a blockchain. With some basic training on how to use the tech, we could build a voting system where tampering is virtually impossible, every vote is counted, and anyone can verify the results, restoring trust in our elections. Imagine the power of knowing that your vote truly matters and that your voice is heard without interference. Blockchain could be the key to restoring faith in our democracy. Now let's turn our attention to another critical issue: government spending. It's no secret that corruption, misallocation of funds, and budgets that mysteriously vanish are all too common. We hear stories of tax dollars being funneled into projects that never materialize, or even worse, being used for purposes that the public would never support if they knew the truth. But what if we could change that? Picture a world where every dollar spent by the government is tracked in real time on a public blockchain. In this world, every citizen could see exactly where their tax dollars were going, down to the very last cent. Whether it's funding education, healthcare, infrastructure, or even military operations, nothing would be hidden. This kind of transparency would revolutionize the way governments operate. By placing government spending on a blockchain, we create a system where every transaction is recorded and cannot be altered or erased. This means that funds can no longer be secretly funneled to corrupt officials or used for purposes that haven't been publicly disclosed or approved. Consider the impact of situations like funding for wars. Citizens would have the power to see where their money is going, potentially influencing decisions about military actions that often occur behind closed doors. This level of transparency would make it nearly impossible for funds to be misused or for budgets to be inflated without justification. It would hold governments accountable to their citizens in ways we've never seen before. Think of the confidence you'd feel knowing that your hard-earned money is being spent wisely on the things that truly matter, whether it's improving local schools, providing better healthcare, or even ensuring that if a country does go to war, it's done with the full knowledge and support of its people. No more wasted budgets, no more hidden agendas, and no more corruption. Just honest governance. Blockchain could be the key to making this vision a reality, creating a world where transparency and accountability are the norm, not the exception. Blockchain technology has the potential to usher in a new era of trust and transparency across every sector of our lives. Whether it's ensuring the food we eat is safe and healthy, guaranteeing the integrity of our elections, or making sure our tax dollars are spent honestly, blockchain can make it happen. But here's the thing, this change won't come unless we demand it, unless we educate ourselves, push for adoption, and hold those in power accountable to implement these technologies. The potential is there, but it's up to us to unlock it. So are you ready to be a part of this movement? To help create a world where trust isn't just a promise, but a reality we can all see? The power of blockchain is within our reach. It's time we use it to build a better, more honest world for ourselves and future generations. If this idea excites you, if it makes you want to learn more, don't stop here. Dive deeper into blockchain, understand its potential, and be a part of the change. Because the future of a better world starts with us. And it starts now. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of this positive change. And until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay tuned for more crypto news and education.